The Albanese government's Royal Commission into Anti-Semitism opened today, and I was shocked. Worse than I'd expected, and by far. That hostile welcome to country ceremony and the reaction of the Royal Commissioner Virginia Bell to it. Before I show it to you, some vital background. After the horrific Bondi massacre of Jews, this Royal Commission should be examining the dangerous tribalising now of Australians, the race politics that's dividing us into tribes and turning us against each other. And another thing is how radical anti-Israel protesters have very deliberately united with Aboriginal activists to make common cause against allegedly colonial powers, Israel and Australia, as well as spreading their toxic anti-Israel hate. It's very successful, very dangerous.
The parallels between what happened here and what happened in Palestine are absolute. Always was, always will be. From the river to the sea.
We share one fight.
To free our lands and communities.
Israel has no right to exist. Palestine has every right to resist by any means necessary. Don't finish off with a chant. We've got the Black People's Union. Stand back, liberation and colonial occupation.
And if I have to burn down Parliament House to make a point, and I'm there to free Palestine from the river to the sea.
Now that's the background. So it was so reckless to start this Royal Commission into anti-Semitism with this very angry non-welcome, praising Aborigines who also waged war for their alleged sovereignty against their alleged colonisers and accusing them of alleged atrocities.
Given the circumstances, what occurred in December, it means that sorrow and business is part of the way of life, as we see in Australia. But also I want to acknowledge our greatest warriors, Pamoy, Bangaroo, Mosquito, and Windanite. These are our legendary warriors who fought for this country. And a welcome to country is about talking about their relationship to the land. In particular, when the tall ships came through Sydney Harbour in 1770. We're still fighting for our land rights. We're still fighting for our sovereignty because we never signed a piece of paper to say we're giving up this land. And we know that atrocities have been committed against us and we're still wanting a reckoning. Like yourselves, you're finding a reckoning and a solution to the problems we faced every day since 1770. About Australians respecting us and Australians respecting all of us.
Now, I don't know if that man, Alan Murray, meant to draw the same incendiary analogy between Aboriginal fighters and Hamas, and between oppressive Australia and oppressive Israel, but I guarantee that many activists watching would have. And even presuming that Murray intended no such thing, how on earth was that a welcome to the rest of us, to this country we all call home? And how appropriate was it to hijack this Royal Commission into Jew hatred by listing his own grievances against non-Aboriginal Australians? All that was appalling enough, and evidence that Aboriginal activism is crossing a very dangerous line, nursing unappeasable grievances and celebrating warfare. But now listen to how the Royal Commissioner responded to this farce of a welcome.
Thank you for that warm, inclusive and empathetic welcome to country.
Warm, inclusive and empathetic? Which person with ears to hear would hear that hostile and inflammatory tribal diatribe and think they'd been given a warm and inclusive and empathetic welcome to their country? You wait until Virginia Bell hears from anti-Israel witnesses repeating their obscene and hysterical claims that Israel is a racist and genocidal child-murdering tyranny. Oh, is that barely disguised Jew hatred or inclusive and empathetic responses? Now, if that is the start of this Royal Commission, I fear the end.